What's going on, guys? We're the Gym Dudes and I'm Ryan, and today we did a leg workout, so I'm going to run you through. This is a beginner workout, so keep that in mind for any of you who are a self-proclaimed bodybuilder. So today we started out, we did a few sets. We did about 3 sets of 8 to 10 on squats. So we started out, make sure when you're doing the squats that you're popping your butt out and you're trying to keep your knees in line with your feet. So while you're doing this workout, don't do too heavy. Just make sure you're starting out light enough that you can keep track of what you're doing, keep your knees in place, and you don't want to be extending too far forward. Keep your butt back, squat parallel. You want your legs to be parallel with the ground, and then you come up nice and slow, control form. Do that about 10 times. You're gonna come back, you might be like, increase the weight a little bit. I increased by 45, increase by whatever you can handle, keep the weight going up nice and steady. So when you're going into your third set, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're keeping your form good, don't go too high, and try and get it parallel to the ground. But if your mobility doesn't allow you to go completely parallel, try and keep it as best as you can, go as far down as you can, and act like you're sitting on a toilet or something. Act like you're going completely parallel with the ground. You wanna sit down as if you were to be sitting on something parallel with the ground. So after you're done with that, make sure you get your form good, get all your reps in. We're moving on to our next workout. So with your next one, we're gonna go into the pause squats. So I'm not really certain what the name is on these. You can call them pause squats, you can call them inverse squats. It's whatever you wanna do. I'm sure someone's gonna correct me. But what we're doing on these is you're gonna go a lighter weight and you're gonna squat down parallel to the ground. You're gonna pause for about 2 to 3 seconds and you're going to explode upward. And then immediately after that, come back down, pause for about 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, explode back up. We're doing that about 8 times. We're doing it in 3 sets. This is not a workout that you really need to keep going up in weight. Just keep it about a steady weight that you can handle and explode through. This is more of a wrap up for the squats that we did initially. We continue going by doing legs and upper body. We tried to do a full body workout. So we did a clean to push press. So when you're doing the clean, this is a little bit more of an advanced lift. So really start low, start with the bar, something you can handle. And then you're gonna move. You're trying to keep the bar at your legs and you're exploding through by pushing your hips forward and pulling it up to your shoulders. When you're doing this motion, you're keeping the bar as close to your body as you can, flipping up to your shoulders, and you're trying to catch it as if you were doing a front squat at the end of this. So exploding through the hips, catch on the shoulders, make sure it's steady in place. You're using your legs to get a little push up and through, get the weight above your head. Make sure that you keep it steady. Do not go too high of a weight unless you have a spotter, or if you've been doing this before and you know how to do the weight and you can control it, go up in weight. Do sets about 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 10. Continue moving up in weight to what you can handle. Don't kill yourself. So after that, we moved on. We went to deadlifts. So with deadlifts, most people get these confused, and I have a problem with this. People say they do deadlifts on back day. That's not for me. RDL is for back day. RDL is more of a workout when you're bending over and you're using your back to pull up, keeping your legs a little bit more straight. A deadlift, for me, you're trying to keep your back a little bit more steady. So when you go down, you're trying to keep the knees behind your toes and you're trying to keep your back locked in place as if you're sitting on a toilet, and don't move your back, and you're trying to pull up and through with the bar against your legs as much as possible. When you're doing this, as always, start with a lower weight and keep the weight close to your body, pull through and use your butt and legs as much as possible. Try not to go through with your back. Once you start getting to heavier weight, you're gonna see me mess up a little bit, and I'm gonna start doing more of an RDL. But as you're doing this, make sure to keep the weight as close to your body as possible. Keep your back arched, and don't start bending over and doing an RDL, because that is how you can hurt your back. That's the end of our leg workout, and that's pretty much a beginner routine. So if you're a power lifter already, you don't need this information, but you can stick around. We're gonna be doing more lifts. We're gonna be doing different body parts and explaining different muscle groups in more in-depth ways. So if you like this video or you like these kind of workout routines and you would like a more in-depth description of different types of muscle groups, stay tuned to us, subscribe, like, follow us on Gym Hype Official on Instagram. We have our Twitter is also Gym Hype Official, and we also have another Instagram, the Gym Dudes, who we're gonna start posting pictures of our workouts to and explaining things more in depth. So if you liked it, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Woo!